Hello YouTube.
How's it going?
Fancy seeing you lot here.
Trevor here.
And me.
It's Nathan. Summit or nothing. Back out on Dartmoor. Going for a bit of a camp, aren't we, Nathan?
Is that what we're doing?
He's in a tent.
Yeah, the Lanshan 2 Four Seasons that you guys might have seen me erect in my garden. Actually going to sleep in it for the first time.
So we're out in the Belstone area. Probably look to camp out at perhaps Steeperton Tor.
I like the idea of camping on Steeperton because it's like one of my favourite spots on North Dartmoor.
It is. We've got a bit of a ford crossing and there is torrential rain coming in, but hopefully we'll be packed up and on our way home before then. But you know how the weather likes to change. Catch us out.
Some of you might be surprised to know that I actually bought sunscreen for my bold Swede. What else is new, Trev?
I'm carrying quite a heavy pack again, but I've not really tried to refine it all too much.
I haven't carried a camping pack for quite some time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I can already feel pinched between my shoulder blades. Gone soft in the off season. Tonight, not only is it the first time that I'm using the Lanshan 2 Four Seasons actually camping on the moors, but also I've got a set of black diamond hiking poles that have replaced the Nath carbon fibre OEX ones that I had before. Much more substantial. They're the aluminium ones, they're not the carbon fibre ones, but I don't think that's an issue in any way. It's only a few extra grams. Yeah, so we're going to give those a go. It's always exciting when you try a new kit, isn't it?
So I've got my Osprey backpack on again. I don't need to be carrying a backpack this size, but new toy in it. So I've adjusted the back height. It was a bit high last time. A lot of people pointed it out, so that's sorted now. And I bought the Cloud Up 2 today. The trusted Cloud Up 2 I thought I'd use today. Didn't I, Nath?
You did say that.
I was telling him that. Steeperton in the distance. We'll cross over Oak Tor, then down to Steeperton. Right, boys?
So we're getting pretty close to Steeperton now. I don't know what it is I like about Steeperton so much. It's got a little hut on it. It's very prominent and it just looks so isolated in the middle of nowhere. I think it's I like the feel of it for that reason, maybe. Just every time I get here it feels like an achievement as well, even though it's not that far to walk. I like it anyway.
It's going to get quite windy tomorrow morning at about 10 o'clock. It was coming in wet at 12 o'clock and windy at 9, 10 o'clock. So we're hoping we're packed up by then and we're hoping that it doesn't change through the night. It's a nice high tour to be up on in the wind, so. But guys, only 40, 50 mile an hour winds, we've handled worse.
So we're up high enough not to get drowned, but we might suffer in the wind.
I'd rather get blown off than drowned. Carving down the side now. Steeperton just looks like a wall in front of us. Looks almost flat. We can go up there, there's a track over there, and then usually walk up along that bit. But I think today we're going to go right up the face of it.
something I literally never do. I don't really hike with hiking poles, but having the new black diamond ones, I thought, looking at the height of that, and I haven't walked with a pack on for a while and my shoulders are a bit stiff, I might give it a go with the hiking poles. So I just need to undo that clip, and then it's just a case of pulling that up.
Right.
Yeah. Very slick, mate. Is there a rule to how high you're meant to have them? Do you think?
It's just comfort height, isn't it? I suppose.
Is there a line for comfort? There's a line that says stop there, and I'm going for 110. Can you see me 110?
Yeah.
Then snap that in, stab it in the ground. Yeah. One of the reasons I think maybe that we don't hike with hiking poles so often is because it's not as easy just to grab your camera and film when you've got both your hands filled with hiking poles.
Exactly.
Looks alright. You know when we used hiking poles, Cranmere Pool.
Yeah.
Do I look intrepid?
Incontinent.
hang on, I can add to that.
Go on, my boy. Get up that hill. I'll meet you up the top.
I don't know if I like this.
A bit steep.
No, the pole. I don't feel like I can walk how I normally walk. I think I've got them set too long for going uphill because I feel like I'm lifting my arms too high.
Yeah, possibly. I'll just use my tripod to get me up here, like this. It's leveling out now. Right up, Nath's made it to the top. I've just been filming the views, I better catch up with him. Not that we're in a rush.
It's the hut at the top of Steeperton. Whew. Quite windy up here, if I'm honest, but it is hell of a view. So beautiful. I'm not sure how I feel about hiking with poles. Felt like it was making me walk different, and my calves and legs were just hurting in ways they haven't before. Felt like I was trying to use my feet flat more than I would be normally. I'd be on my toes a lot coming up a slope like that, so I don't know, maybe I'm just doing it wrong.
Here we are, Steeperton Tor. It's windy up here. Don't know if this is going to be the best place to camp. We'll look for a spot in a minute. Have you noticed my jacket and his jacket? I knew it was the same colour, I didn't realise I bought exactly the same jacket as Nath. I thought his was like a Burghouse or something, but it's not. What? Oh, I've just tucked in behind this rock here. Better already. Nath, why don't we pitch in this? Tucked right in out the wind, didn't we? Is it going?
Oh, I think I've got to sort out that hiking pole a bit better.
Yeah, we can use the same pegs if we want. We're that close. Goodness.
Pegging?
Pegging. Double pegging.
Double pegging.
I think when we started pitching I didn't realise quite how close we were going to be, but look over there, can you see what I see? It's Wild Tor and Watton Tor. It's where we was the last time I came out with Nath. Do you remember? Link. Someone had a barbecue. We was only saying on the way up here that with all these people coming up onto Dartmoor having barbecues and lighting fires where they shouldn't be, when you're in an isolated part of the moor like this, you just think, how much warning would you need to get to safety, you know? And if it's windy, is it going to just carry? It's quite a daunting thought, really.
Just cooking. I'm not cooking at all, actually. Let's start that again. I've just got the jet boil going. I'm just making, this is a double choc mocha sachet. Just add water. But two things that I haven't bought. One, I haven't bought anything to stir my coffee with. So my current plan is to use the arm of my sunglasses. So that's a balls up. But more importantly, I haven't bought the L bracket for my camera. So I've carried around my panoramic head for the tripods, but I need the L bracket to make it work, so that's a balls up in itself. And with the jet boil, they say you're meant to be able to use this as a mug, but it gets way too hot and flimsy, so I'm actually going to use the jet boil itself, because I haven't bought a proper mug either. So yeah, fudged it right up, and I #Trev'd it right up. I didn't bring my thermal pad to sit on either, but this stone actually feels quite warm right now. Well, this is just going to be a lumpy, horrible cup.
Oh, proper cold, proper windy. Just had a bit of a mooch around, have a look. My favourite view off of that, the edge of Steeperton Tor back to Belstone and that. Just the way the river snakes up that valley. Love it.
So I've just been having a wander around, sort of taking an image path in the grass that leads up to the little hut on top of Steeperton. The image works alright, but the sun's not quite low enough to give it that nice sort of orange glow. I've got a couple of shots in the bag that if necessary I'll tweak, but at the minute it's still bright enough I don't need to shoot with the tripod, just shot it by hand. Who's this?
Oh, what? Like your jacket?
I was going to say, mate, that is a sexy looking piece of clothing you got on there. If we were on a night out, I'd have gone home by now. You know what I mean? No.
You wouldn't have gone out.
Yeah, I'm not going. No, not if you're wearing the same jacket as me. The reason I turned the camera on is because I was going to give you guys a bit of a tour. I'm quite excited about spending my first night in the Lanshan 2, 4 Seasons. And honestly, I can't tell you how much more relaxed I am to have a ground sheet and a sealed bathtub sort of tent in her. And this Thermarest Neolite thing that I'm on, honestly, I feel like I'm like 6 or 8 inches off the ground sat on it. This is unheard of comfort in camping for me. I feel like a wealthy man. I feel like I'm living in luxury. I feel like I should have a harem of maids around me tending to my every need.
Pretty mad? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Hello mate.
I can't believe how cold it is. It's milder today than it was when I was out the other week. But yeah, it feels a lot colder. It just must be that wind. Chilly, you know, in the wind.
Honestly, this inflatable mat is ridiculous. Like, my back feels like I'm lying on a radiator.
Does it?
Yeah.
You sure didn't pack your radiator by accident?
That could be why my pack was so heavy.
I almost left my bivvy bag at home. I thought, you know, I don't need a bivvy bag, I've got a 2-skin tent. But then I thought, well, it's hardly any extra weight. It's less than 500 grams. And I just put my sleeping bag in it and shoved it all in the stuff sack. And now I'm here. I'm glad I've got it because it's Baltic. How you doing over there, Nath? Toasty?
I'm alright mate, yeah, lovely and warm in here. Of all the times we've been camping,
yeah,
right now, this very instant is possibly the most comfortable I've been in my accommodation for the evening.
Well, that's good mate, that's cracking.
If I had to make one, you know, this is picking at straws here,
Clutching.
Every now and then there's just a weird sort of grunting noise. Yeah, do you hear it then?
I'm a rapper, Nath. I've been listening to a lot of old rap music that I used to listen to. My kids had listened to this, I don't know what it is, they call it rap, and I'm like, that's not rap, and I put all this gangster rap on. Think I'm cool rapping to them, and I'm not. I only do it for comic effect, of course. I don't think I'm cool.
It seems to have turned into some sort of uncontrollable tick.
I can't believe how cold it is out there. But at least at the moment, touch wood, not too windy, is it?
It's barely a breeze, isn't it?
Hmm.
But what wind is proper bitter, isn't it?
Yeah. It certainly is.
To turn the camera on, I've taken my gloves off for the first time since I got in the tent.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is fair nippy.
Yeah, and you're in a 4 season.
Yeah.
Mine's full of mesh. Is yours meshy?
I've tried to keep it fairly tidy.
I'm not Sean Connery.
It's got 2 little triangles at the top of each side where the doors are.
That's all the mesh, is it?
Yeah, everything else is fairly solid.
Because this is like the whole top half of this tent and the whole front door is mesh. But I like the thought of getting home tomorrow.
I'm not bothered.
No.
No. But obviously, you know, everyone's aware now Moby's no longer with us. But when I had Moby,
yeah,
I was always super excited and super keen to get back to him.
Yeah.
Obviously, I miss him like crazy, but I don't feel like I'm in a rush to get home anymore.
No.
You know what I mean? It's a bank holiday weekend. I'm up here with my mate, having a laugh and a giggle. You know, and since stepping up the comfort rating of everything that I'm using to camp with, I'm content, mate.
That's proper. That's good.
Yeah. I mean, life's pretty sweet, mate, if I'm honest.
No, but it's good to have you back out, and it's good to be out, isn't it?
Isn't it good to be out?
It's about 3:30 in the morning. The wind is picking up. We're quite high here, aren't we? As Nathan would say, it's blowing a hoolie out there. Yeah, a lot of movement. Hopefully it doesn't pick up too much before we need to get out. Won't be having me coffee this morning. I was trying to light that with the door open, and then the wind's just blowing everything everywhere. The pot wouldn't stand up and the flame was blowing out, so that's why you bring like a jet boil or something. I'm not going to light it inches away from the material. I'm just going to give up on the idea. So no hot drink for Trev this morning.
Morning. It's quite blowy out. It's quite chilly. I've been warm enough in here, but it's been quite a noisy night, and I haven't had the most sleep on account of the noise. But on the plus side, the Lanshan 2 has stood up all night after me pitching it, and it is, well, it is taking a battering. There's 35 to 40 mile an hour winds or something at the minute, and it's just taking it. Tent poles are doing fine, tent pegs are all still out, it's not collapsed, but I've been comfortable though, that's the main thing, and dry. Comfortable, warm and dry. It's a bit windy. The wind's only going to get worse in the next hour, so not looking forward to packing up if I'm honest, but that's got to be done.
Right, the last sort of couple of times I've been out camping, I've had the luxury of packing all my stuff down outside in nice calm conditions. Nate's back. The sun shines on the righteous this day. It's in there, I've got it in there.
Fortunately, we're quite rehearsed in this sort of caper, aren't we?
Yeah.
Have you got waterproof trousers on?
Yeah, I thought I'd put a second skin on my legs. I got out for a pee this morning and I got quite cold on my legs.
Yeah, I'm cold on my legs now.
Be prepared. Boy Scout said that. Not that I was ever a Boy Scout. I was actually. I was a Cub Scout.
I thought you was a Sea Scout because your bedroom always smelled like the ocean.
Twat, isn't he? I will walk home in the wind now.
It's nice to get down out of the wind. I've only just come down the hill a bit and the wind's dropped right off.
That is one of the best views on Dartmoor in my opinion. Just so bleak and arid. Arc at it. Oh, well, mate.
Tired, mate.
Yeah, that was a f***ing noisy night, wasn't it? That's alright though, wasn't it? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I had a good time, mate. It's nice.
Bit blustery up top, but it wasn't too bad the walk home, was it?
No, that was alright.
But yeah, it wasn't too bad taking the tents down.
No, nothing blew away, did it?
No. I tackled mine from the inside out.
Could see that.
I wanted to fold it all up together, so I thought, well, the best thing I can do is get in there, rip the poles out, roll it around, get it flapped about in there. It was good fun. It worked.
I was impressed that the Lanshan didn't look as nice and as taut as it was when I put it up, but I didn't retension it. Everyone says you should retension it after about 25 minutes, don't they?
Yeah.
But it stood up. I mean, that was fair wind, wasn't it, for it to be in? It's fair exposure, and it stayed up.
Experience, isn't it? It's all an experience. Well, Nath, it's good to have you back out camping again, boy.
Yeah, it's twice in 6 months, twice in 8 months.
Twice in 8 months, yeah.
Whoop.
Do some more soon though, don't we?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks ever so much for watching, everyone.
Cheese.
Peace and cheese.